So, hey there, listener. This is Do You Want to Make a Podcast?
Yes, that is the name of the show. We just have a couple bullet points that we need to hit before we start. 1, there's a fireplace. It's fake. I've ruined everything. Wait, should we start over?
Take 2. Hello, listener. You are listening to, because you're a listener. Take 3. This is...
Wait, we should establish, what we want to talk about. What are the bullet points we need to hit here?
I got it. Okay, so we tell them that the show is called Do You Want to Make a Podcast? It is a fireside chat between two best friends who are on the hunt to create the perfect podcast. They have a lot of ideas, and they can't decide what they want to talk about.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
That's it.
That's the synopsis. Then we'll plug the social media.
Do we want to do social media?
Yeah. So we'll tell them to follow us at Do You Want to Pod, all spelled out. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can also email us at Do You Want to Make a Podcast at gmail.com.
That's it.
That works for me.
Wait, I think we just did it.
We did it. That was my plan all along.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Bye.
Except hello, because now the show's starting.
Yes, it is. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that voice again.
Please don't.
Hey, Jim Bloss.
Might
as well
jump. Just kidding. I'm sitting.
That was so cute how Wilson 2 kind of just hopped. He didn't really jump.
Oh, Wilson 2. I can't believe you're still here.
For new listeners, Wilson 2 is a pigeon?
It's a pigeon.
Yeah, he's definitely a pigeon who is sort of like the pirate bird to Jim's shoulder.
Yep. He's been sitting there for 2 weeks. My shoulder is covered in bird shit. All right, Wilson 2, thank you for that. We're gonna record now, so maybe if you want to take a brief break, a shoulder hiatus. Okay, there he goes. Okay,
bye,
goodbye,
Wilson 2. I love you.
We'll see you next time.
Yep. All right.
Hey, Joe Godley.
Hey, Jim Bloss.
Oh no, I was responding to the Hey Joe Godley, Jim Bloss you said earlier.
Oh no.
Layers!
Where are we? Do you want to make a podcast?
Yes!
Sweet. For new listeners, we
are on a quest!
We are on a quest to create the perfect podcast. We also write down ideas for said podcasts. And
speak for yourself.
Jim didn't write any down this week.
I didn't write any down because I didn't want to.
But here's a list for you, Jim.
But I'm full of ideas. Specifically these ideas that I've just stolen from Joseph.
Can't wait to hear your thoughts.
You're the worst.
Do we do one or all three?
I don't even know what the first one says.
That's a G.
It's a G. Oh, okay. It looked like a J. Which is funny because it would say the same thing, actually. Well, no, not really. So it says Wiki-Geeks, except it actually says Wiki-Geeks.
Yes, Wiki-Geeks. Very topical these days. So now.
With,
if anyone has been living under a rock, the founder of WikiLeaks, Julian Assange, was arrested after 7 years in, what was the embassy? I know
Ecuador.
It was Ecuadorian embassy in London.
That's correct. But Wiki-Geeks is actually Circuit City's answer to the Geek Squad.
Nice.
They're called Wiki-Geeks. And so this is a workplace comedy podcast about basically a Geek Squad replica called Wiki-Geeks, and the variety of geeks that work on the Wiki-Geeks team.
Okay.
We can't call it the Wiki-Geeks squad or else we'll get sued.
Oh, the Wiki-Geeks crew.
Yes, I like that. Wiki-Geeks crew.
All right.
So there's
like the front man. If we're thinking of this like a band.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's like he's there.
Let's find some archetypes, right?
Yep.
So there's we need a leading man,
That's what I was more or less saying.
which is what you were
the front
trying to
man.
get at. Yes. So we have a leading man type who's just generally handsome, and we'll be caught in a love triangle between him and at least one other woman and probably another guy.
Can we start? Let's do some names to keep this clear. So our leading man on this podcast, I believe his name is Troy.
Sure, Troy works.
Yeah.
Got to get you ahead in the game.
Yeah. And also, I think one of the folks in this love triangle, her name is
Gabriella.
I was gonna say Helen.
Too late. I already said
God
Gabriella.
damn it! That would have been good. No, wait, but there's triangle, so there's 3 folks involved. So there's Troy, Gabriella, and Helen.
And Helen. Yes. We're going for 2 different things, and I don't think you know the thing that I'm going for.
I know you're doing High School Musical.
Okay,
that's
thank
all I know
goodness.
is that
Thank
you're
goodness.
quoting High School Musical, but I've never seen, and hopefully never will see, High School Musical.
You
So
have to see it once to understand.
do I?
Yes.
Do I really? I saw South Park's take on it, Middle School Musical. That was pretty fan-frickin-tastic.
Okay.
So this is good. I will try to make this podcast about telling of the Odyssey, and you, Jim,
And I will try and make it the telling of
High School Musical.
High School Musical.
And this is bad because I really don't know the Odyssey too well.
Also, you're not thinking of the Odyssey. You're thinking of
The Iliad?
the Iliad and the Aeneid.
Yeah.
The Odyssey is when they leave Troy.
So these 2 women leave Troy? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they both leave Troy. They were both in love with Troy, and then they realize that he's actually a
A douchebag.
total stuck-up. He's probably an incel.
You say
Probably
an
an incel.
incel. Not
And,
familiar.
an MRA, a men's rights activist.
Oh.
If he's working for Wiki-Geeks.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
True. Fuck you, Troy.
Yeah, Troy. You're just a big stinker.
So Gabriella
The real heroes, yes, are Gabriella and Helen.
are
because-
heroines of Wiki-Geeks.
Because they're great geeks, but they and I feel like one is kind of a more stereotypical geek.
Okay.
And one is, for lack of a better phrase, like a girl next door type geek.
Right.
So
you said girl next door type geek. Of course, that means we're gonna get Allison Brie on the podcast to play.
Allison Brie,
Which one would she play?
really, she's so versatile.
She is, but which
could
one's the
play-
girl next door? Because that's your girl next door geek.
Oh, pick a number between 1 and 2.
2.
Oh, I forget which one was 2.
That makes her Helen.
Okay, I think that's what I was thinking.
Yep.
Okay, so Helen, played by Allison Brie, is a real cutie patootie. And then there's Gabriella, who is played by
Michelle Rodriguez. She's a freaking badass, and I just want her involved in everything.
Okay, great.
So they leave Troy. Are they in love with each other now?
No,
or
I
are
think
they...
they're in love with themselves, and they
Okay.
form an exciting female, sort of odd couple-esque female friendship
Got it.
between the 2 of them as they unite between all the disgusting men that geek boys that are the worst.
I like it. So at first I thought Wiki-Geeks was going to take place in the Circuit City, but it sounds like Wiki-Geeks is the story of the fallout of this love triangle.
Yep.
So this is more about these 2 ladies, maybe in their apartment sort of a thing.
Yep.
Maybe around a fireplace, maybe a fireside chat,
Maybe.
talking about
Talking about
what they want to geek about.
the geeking out, baby.
Which
Let's
is-
geek out.
Nothing we do is similar to that at all.
Never. We've never done that.
So
We should do that.
we
Wait,
should.
let's make a podcast called Wiki-Geeks. Let's throw all that other shit out the window.
Yep.
And it's us.
Talk about what we geek out on.
Talk about the geek out stuff.
All right.
We geek out on.
Do you want to go first or should I?
I'll go first.
Go for it.
Okay, because I do actually have to share this somewhere. Because I'm a little late because this game came out last year, but I'm playing a video game right now called Return of the Obra Dinn.
Okay.
Have you heard of this game?
Not till just now.
Let me sell it to you. You're an insurance adjuster.
I'm sold.
This is this is 100% a real game.
No, as soon as you said insurance adjuster, I was sold. This is fantastic already.
You're an insurance adjuster. The year is the late 1700s.
Oh my god. Yes.
A boat that has gone missing has just returned that's called the Obra Dinn. The Obra Dinn has returned to the shores of sunny England.
Great.
And you and everyone that left on the boat is no longer on the boat. The boat has been abandoned. There are many dead bodies on the boat. You are sent, as the insurance adjuster, you are sent a book and a magical stopwatch or pocket watch.
Okay.
That you must use at each body that will take you back to the exact moment that person died. And you must take the 60 people that were on that boat and determine each person, who they are, what their role was, and how they died or what happened to them.
What? There's a lot going on.
Excellent. It's
Damn.
so good.
I like that.
It's so good.
Yeah, worth geeking out over.
Yeah, geek it, baby.
Damn.
Vigi-Games. That's my Vigi-Game geek out. What's your Wiki-Geek?
So my Wiki-Geek is... So I when I like something, I geek out over it.
Yes, that's correct.
No matter what it is. I bring this like gleeful, silly, passionate attitude towards whatever it happens to be. And I want to share it with everyone I know who I think may like it.
Yes.
Or may not like it.
Yes, that's why I mentioned the game that is very good.
Right. So I was shook. A local Philadelphia radio station, Radio 104.5, is known for playing like the same 4 songs all the time. And
Yes.
that can be said for most radio stations, I think.
More or less.
But at, I think it's 7:40 a.m., they have a segment called Under the Covers where they play one band covering another band.
Ooh.
And they played a cover of Justin Bieber's Sorry by a band called the 1975. And this cover has got a saxophone and a funky, fresh bass line, and it does things to me, James. It is so good. This cover is amazing. We'll link to this stuff in the show notes. I was geeking out over it, and I don't know what this says about me, but when I hear a song that I like that I never heard before, I loop it like for days at a time.
Yes.
I've heard this song many times. I have not gotten sick of it yet. Mm-hmm. Really good cover.
It's a great cover.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's what I've been wiki geeking out on.
Wiki-Geeks.
Do we want to move down the list, or you want to keep going on about Wiki-Geeks?
Let's talk about, we'll just move down this stupid list.
You say that with love, I know you do.
You've betrayed me. I just want to state that.
Lies. This list is exactly what you should have expected from me by now, sir.
You're right.
If you've not been listening back to the episodes, clearly.
The next one is Wiki-Cheeks. This is a podcast about all the different types of chipmunks.
Yes! There's Alvin.
Is that what you were hoping for?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right.
There's the Alvin.
Okay, go on.
The Simon and the Theodore.
And that's it?
That's it.
Those are all the chipmunks?
3 types of chipmunks. Well, yeah, right? Isn't it?
Yep. Yep, that's it. The what you don't know about, like, obviously they're not actually called that, like, in the wild, like, but
right, it's like,
the Latin names, the official names for chipmunks,
or like
are either
Alvanius,
Alvanius, Theodorus, or Simonius.
Right.
And then the second half of
Monk.
whatever's Monk.
That's like how Looney Tunes would do it. You know, like with Wile E. Coyote, like they have listeners, if you don't know Looney Tunes, shame on you.
Why do
I berate the listeners?
Why do you berate the listeners, and why do you, like, just assume that they don't know anything about anything.
Because it's just, well, fair. I should not be berating
I'm
the
gonna
listeners.
roast you right now. I'm gonna roast you for the rest of the episode, and I'm gonna have fun with it.
And how is that different from any other episode?
Because I'm gonna do it in a different way.
Oh, just when I thought I couldn't get roasted any other way.
It's true. Get ready.
No, you're right. I should not berate the listener, but what I do like is to explain things.
Listener, if you don't know what berating is, it's yelling at people when and being mean to them, basically.
The reason
usually, typically while correcting them.
The reason I explain things for listeners is because there's many podcasts I listen to that I am clueless sometimes, and then the host very lovingly,
listener, if you don't know what a podcast is a recorded.
It's a bean pod that is applied when you break your arm.
Right, it's a recorded bean that you apply when you break your arm. That's correct.
As a cast, yes. And then the host will explain something when I'm listening to the podcast. I'll be like, oh, I'm so glad that person took the time to explain that to me. That's why I do it for our listeners. Yes, my tone could be better, but I'm an imperfect boy.
Everybody knows who the Looney Tunes are.
You'd be I think millennial children who are born without older siblings probably don't.
I think you're referring to Gen Z.
Gen Z, yes. If they don't have older siblings and their parents did not take the time to show them the Looney Tunes, parents, shame. Then they probably don't.
Yep.
Anyone who did not know the Looney Tunes were all voiced by one man, Mel Blanc. Ugh. The father of voice acting as we know it.
Yep. I mean, I don't know if he didn't voice all of them, did he? Most of them.
He voiced like the core tunes.
The core units.
Yes. Bugs Bunny, Elmer Fudd. Did he do Tweety Bird? Yeah, I think he did Tweety Bird.
That sounds right. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't really know though. It's been
Marvin
a
Martian. I love Marvin Martian.
We've gotten way off our Chipmunk podcast though.
Well,
way off.
Well, no, we're not, because Wiki-Geeks is all about the things that make me smile and makes my cheeks just turn up and get closer to my eyeballs.
I thought it was about chipmunks.
Chipmunks are part of that. Chipmunks make my cheeks go,
oh! Listener, if you don't know, a chipmunk is a tiny, cute animal.
Uh-huh. They're also the hit pop band from, 1950?
No.
Their songs were top of the charts.
Are you talking about Alvin?
Yeah.
Chipmunks?
Yeah, like Simonius and Theodorus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Monk.
I don't think they were that old, were they? Maybe.
They were fairly old. They also age incredibly well, chipmunks.
Alvin!
I was waiting for that.
That's the call for if you want chipmunks to come. That's what you have to do.
Do you hear that?
Yep.
A little bit of scurrying upstairs?
I do hear it. I hear the scurrying. I've made a huge mistake.
Yes, you have!
So, now I need to do the
call that would send them away?
Yes, the reversal call, which goes like this. Knife law! Knife law!
Knife law!
Knife law! Oh, there they go.
They're gone.
There they go.
Whew. That was close. I almost had a bunch of hungry chipmunks that I'd just be afraid would eat me alive.
Better than some hungry hippos, am I right?
Right? Great
that
game.
That would be very bad.
Listeners, if you haven't played the popular Hasbro game, Hungry Hippos, you basically put a bunch of marbles in the center of the arena and hit the shit.
And just slam on the table.
Slam on the table until your hippo has been satiated and eaten all the marbles. Fun game.
This is a podcast called Wiki-Geeks.
Woo, that smells!
Which is a podcast about smells. Cataloging all smells. All smells ever.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean it has to be a bad smell. Like, it can reek of roses.
Oh, yeah.
Reek of roses, you know?
Yeah, you gotta smell the... stop it. Oh, jeez, I gotta yawn.
Smells like someone's tired.
Yeah. You gotta stop and smell the roses every once in a while and see how much they reek.
What's your favorite smell, Jim?
My favorite smell is...
chipmunk?
Yep. Yep, I love the way they smell. Even their little turds are so fragrant and so good. That's it. What's your favorite smell, Joe?
My favorite smell is...
Fresh baked podcasts.
Oh, yeah, I just love the smell of that Audio-Technica mic.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby, that
I know you
2020
do.
USB Plus.
That's why we're here. That's why every time we come, you pull the mic out and then you just...
Oh, yeah.
You just stick it right in your nose. Like, in it. He's, like, in it right now, folks.
Oh, I love that smell. I also love the smell of just, like, my computer fan when it's been running too long. I start to smell the plastic. I guess it's just plastic. Yep. I love the smell of plastic.
Yes, it's something.
No, not off-brand at all. In a similar vein is what I was trying to say. In a similar vein, the smell of a microphone cable. Oh, I'm not joking. Like, we have one over there on the table. When we're done, you should take a whiff of that. The rubber is just like...
Where the rubber meets the road, huh?
Where the rubber meets the pod, baby.
Rubber meets the pod. Hello, I'm the pod.
And I am the rubber.
Hello.
Hello, Sir Pod.
Hello, Sir Rubber. It's a pleasure to meet you today.
It is a pleasure to be met.
I don't have a premise for this. I really bunged that one up.
Oh, Sir Pod, you're not your usual self today.
Yeah, I'm really out of it, let me tell you. The pod is not strong with this one, am I right?
Are you exhausted now that everyone and their sister is making a podcast?
Yes. Yes, let me tell you, to be the podcast and then having to be something different for everyone is a doozy.
When do you find time to sleep, Sir Pod?
I don't. Well, actually, I mean, the time I find to sleep is a lot of people use podcasts to fall asleep now.
Ah, yes.
So they fall asleep and then I go, "Are you asleep?" I go right up to them and I go, "Are you asleep? Okay, I'm going to sleep now too then. Good night."
Oh, you've got me wanting to sleep.
Yes.
Oh,
Indeed. I am the pod.
Indubitably. And I am the rubber.
Wow, what a great scene that was.
It's hard being the rubber for all rubber things in the world.
Oh, okay. So you don't want to end here.
When I am all the tires on a 18-wheeler truck, but then I am also the tires of the Toyota Prius right next to it, I have to ask myself, who am I?
You're the rubber.
I am the rubber. Am I also the walrus? Cuckoo Cachoo? Rubber's in damn near everything these days.
You're high.
Yes, if you ever smell burned rubber, it does things to the brain. Makes people feel a little silly.
Oh.
Yes, quite.
Well then. Burned rubber is a smell.
You ever play in one of those playgrounds where they take cut up tires and that serves as like the dirt and the ground?
Yes.
In that instance, I am the playground.
You are many things.
I am everything and also nothing at the same time.
No, I think you are just many things. You're not all the things, though. You're not everything.
Am I not, though? You're right,
No,
I'm not.
No, you're not.
I just want to be as many things as I possibly can.
Would you say that
so
you want to be where the people are?
I want to see them traveling, driving around on those, what do you call them? Wheels! Up where they drive, up where they thrive, up where they stay up late.
To survive?
Wandering free. Hey, look at me. Part of their commute. Yes, Sir Pod, to answer your question, I do want to be where the people are.
Do you think it's bad we basically, this pod made the same joke that we made several weeks ago?
How can that be bad when you are all pods at once?
Yes, that's why. We've experienced a singularity, that's all.
Yes, many times in many different pods. We have done this joke.
We've crossed realms. Oh.
It's only a matter of time before we cross realms on this show, I find.
Yes. Well, I guess we'll go to another show. This one seems pretty much done.
Okay.
Come the rubber.
Yes, pod. Onward.
All right. Well, I guess that means it's over.
What? Sorry, I just blacked out for the past 5 minutes. Did something happen?
Oh, yes. The podcast became
Did we get trippy again?
sentient, as did the rubber.
The
rubber just like came out of the ground and became like tire shaped.
things got weird, didn't they, Jim?
They always do. Waka waka. Hey fam. Thanks for stopping by today.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed your time with us. Our wiki ideas. Wiki-Geeks, Wiki-Cheeks, Wiki-Reeks.
If you enjoyed hanging out with us today, be sure to tell some friends.
Yeah, they can come too.
Yeah, all are welcome.
All are welcome.
No. Sorry, I'm not letting you sing church hymns on this podcast, Jim. I will go along with a lot. No, stop. Oh, I'm gonna go to a place. We should say bye, Mom.
Bye, Mom. I love you.
Bye.
I don't need